And welcome back. The doctors are in the house. Our last guest is known as the Scholarship Doctor, and she is the founder and CEO of Scholarship Solutions. And she joins us today to speak about the work that her organization is doing to save students money, MONEY, and to help them with obtaining debt free degrees. So watch out. Here she is. Welcome to the show, Rhea Watson. Welcome. Welcome.
Good
Good
morning. Thank
morning.
you.
So lovely to have you here. So,
Appreciate you.
and people want to save money. We're all into saving a whole, a little bit of money, especially when you're trying to get some education going. You learn how to save that money while you're getting your education. So, how do we do it? What's the first step? What can you tell us about Scholarship Solutions?
Yes. So I am Rhea, the Scholarship Doctor, CEO and founder of Scholarship Solutions, and the author of the number one best-selling book, The
Sounds like a
Scholarship Doctor
commercial. Go
Within.
ahead.
5 Easy Steps to a Free Degree. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to tell you, anyone and everyone, 0 to 99, womb to the tomb,
Womb to
birth
the
to death,
tomb.
cradle to college, can
Yeah.
go to college debt free in 5 steps. 5 steps, five.
5 steps. How do we do it? How do we do it?
So you want to have firstly good grades. What are good grades? We call them the mighty A's and A's. Everyone say it with me,
The
A's and
mighty
A's.
A's.
You also want to have a good class rank. There are scholarships just because someone graduates or finishes in the top 10% of their class. Nothing else. It's important
Uh-huh.
to have test scores. We have this new culture that's saying, you don't need the test. My college is test optional. But just like you can test opt out of something, guess what? You can also test opt in. So if you want to go to college debt free, if you don't want to owe any money, then you want to make sure to
Uh-huh.
take the test.
Take the test.
Yes, it's super important.
Uh,
And then we have these excellent things. We just talked about good and great, but excellent parts of going to college debt free are extracurricular activities,
uh-huh.
being involved with your community. And I say the secret sauce is to make sure that you are 100% taking a leadership role in those activities and volunteer opportunities.
They pay attention to that, right? Now, what is the grade level that they pay most attention to those grades?
Yeah, I love that question. For example, my nephew, he is 7. He's already secured $25,000 in college
All
scholarships.
right.
And even as a babyish in that age, they are looking for those A's and A's. So we never, ever, ever want to discount grades. Now, it's not the end all be all, but really, especially if you want to be like 70% of my clients who get paid to go to college, you want to make sure that grades are important. And that's something that we should start early and often, we say,
Yeah.
with scholarship solutions. And one way to secure that is tutoring. Sometimes we think that tutoring is, if we're struggling, oh my gosh, we got to now go and get somebody to help us. No way, Jose. It should be a part of the game plan. You should have someone like me,
Uh,
a strategist in scholarships, a tutor. Maybe you'll have a coach or someone who teaches you in music. And when you have this dream team, y'all remember the dream
the
team in the
dream
Olympics? We
team.
were so
Yeah, the
excited,
dream
right?
team.
This is a dream team of scholarships.
Yeah, yeah.
So that should be a part of it. Tutoring is for smart people, and we don't say it meanly, but not dumb people. We have to rethink and re-educate ourselves in regard to how education is.
How do you motivate and inspire people who are not getting the A's right off the bat? You want to move them to that level, especially when you reach the 11th grade, because a lot of letters start coming into you to go to these different colleges. They're paying for you to come to their school. They want
Yeah.
that. They want the good grades. So how do you motivate people who are they're not getting? They got the C's and the B's. How do you get them up to par? How do you help
Yeah.
them make the grade?
It's so funny because, like, even on the back of my book, it says, "What is my superpower?" Right
Uh,
there. I change F's
yeah,
to A's all the time.
from F to A's.
That's my superpower.
Uh,
And one way is to let them know that they can use scholarships as legacy building, as wealth building. And when our scholars, we call them scholars, we either face that into their lives or they're already living it.
Yeah.
But when we encourage scholars and say, it's nothing wrong with a part-time job, but when you can use scholarship for that and really change the entire lineage of your family through scholarship, it becomes pretty encouraging. They have
Yeah.
dreams and aspirations, and we're there to encourage them and underscore that. And again, just conversing with them and letting them know this is for you. There's 50 billion with a B, $50 billion in scholarships available every single year. Yes, sir. That's right.
With the big B.
So
Yeah.
why not take your piece of it, right? Why
That's
not
right.
get yours and not just go to college debt free, but
Uh,
allow this to be a way for you to pay for those extras because it takes more than tuition fees, room and board to go to college, right? Everybody say it with me. Yes and yes.
yes, yes. And it's
You
always
might
it's
want
always a good
to
idea. Yeah. And it's
you
always a
may
good
need that.
go ahead.
I was just saying you might want to have some clothing, may want to get your head did. I mean, there's a few other things that it takes
Yeah.
besides tuition fees, room and board. Why not use scholarship? And so having those conversations, it
Uh-huh.
100% inspires people to go for their
And
dreams.
it, and it's a good thing to have colleges fighting over you. You know, you
Mm,
want that. You
yeah,
want these options. They're fighting over you to try to get you to go to their college because you got good grades. Now, what
yeah.
advice would you give to parents and young people thinking about their college and the financial circumstances that surround it?
hmm Apply, apply, apply. Honestly, this is one of the biggest traps that stops people from earning scholarships. They just don't apply. I have worked with organizations, colleagues, others across the nation who just said, Rhea, we are closing our scholarship because we could not get anyone to apply. And so when you
Wow.
just apply, regardless of maybe what you have or don't have, how good you look or how good you don't look, I'm saying on paper, right?
Yeah.
When you apply, that is to me the number one best advice I could give anyone in regard to scholarship. Apply.
Because the money's there. The money's out there.
Just
So
there.
go get it. Go get the money. But take care of some things, tidy up the house, take care of some things first before you get there. Prepare before you get there. So if it takes good grades, that's one of the things that you have to do. What's another step that we should take?
Again, with those tests, right? First of all, take them, maybe first of all, but whichever order, take the test, but prepare for them. And so, just what you said, it's important to do preparation. It's important to do prayer, we say. It's important to plan. And when you take those steps, you can be a winner in regard to tests. Why are our students, why are our scholars, why are our children, why are we intimidated by the test taking process? Because we're not prepared for it. So I don't care if it's the PSAT, which is a scholarship exam, the ACT, the SAT, the LSAT,
Hmm.
MCAT, or whatever other exam. When you're prepared, when you have a plan, you can progress. We say pray and then rock that test. So I think test prep is crucial as well as, of course, just taking the exams.
Yeah. Do you have workshops that will help students prepare?
We do. So we have workshops that are virtual. We've always been a hybrid program, even
Yeah.
before pandemic. But now we are 100% online. So students, scholars take our test prep from across the country.
Hmm.
And we'll be excited across the world because these exams are offered internationally. But yes, we have workshops, we have test prep, some of the best in the nation. I'm being maybe a little bit biased, but we've set it up where there's small classes that we care for our scholars and they have access to the recordings, our materials that we've created,
Yeah.
as well as our incredible instructors for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And we've helped people to get perfect scores. That means scholarships, y'all.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. You're excited about it. It seems like you got some scholarship money from it too. No, but listen, the book, the book. Tell us more about the book and where can we get it?
So, yes, this is a book. It's actually a workbook.
Yeah.
So, it's not just read along. Do you see those spaces in there? You can actually do the steps. We call it filling the prescription. So, we tell you what to do. And then
Uh,
after you do it, now let's really fill it in. Check those boxes off. fill out the volunteer tracker,
Hmm.
fill out the scholarship tracker. I just did a train the trainer, and they're like, where can we keep up with our volunteerism? Where can our students keep up with their scholarships? And we're like, it's in the book. It's right there in the book. It's a wonderful resource. It went #1 in 2 days. We are so thankful to God for that. But it was
Yes.
something, this is a way that I've helped scholars, and everyone's a scholar,
Uh-huh.
to win over $200 million in scholarships. It's right here. It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. You can go to my website, lots of places to find it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And you got to come back again. We'll always
Oh,
welcome, we'll always welcome you back.
thank you.
Yes.
I look forward to it.
Yes. Okay, so we can get that online. You have a website and everything, social media. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so my website is myscholarshipsolutions.com. So that's my singular, scholarship singular, solutions plural, because we're more than one answer to your
Uh,
scholarship woes. So myscholarshipsolutions.com. And then I'm everywhere, including TikTok,
yeah.
Clubhouse, right? At Scholarship DR. That's Scholarship Doctor. Scholarship DR, Scholarship Doctor. You can find me everywhere. So I look forward to having new
You said
followers.
everywhere? You can
Everywhere.
find me everywhere. That's language. That's not in the book, but you know, that's from being around, right?
Everywhere. You can follow me everywhere.
Everywhere. But listen, thank you so much. Rhea M. Watson, Scholarship Doctor and Founder CEO, Scholarship Solutions. She's got the solutions. She's the DOCTOR. Hanging out with the BOBLEE on Open. Thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
That about does it for us. Hope you got everything that you needed out of the show. We'll run it again and again and again. Hope you get that too. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. I'll see you over 107.5 WVLS. Love you all.